Yo, what's up? What's up? Yes, it is that time. We're live with that dude. I'm John Fontaine. This is my boy Rodney Bonton.
What's up, people?
And as always, as you already know, we keep it real. So today we're going to be talking about the NBA playoffs. Got some NFL news to trickle in. Got a That Dude shout out to one of our friends' nephews who plays now with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Who
did play with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but signed a big contract a little bit ago. But I said, you know what? I'm still going to throw a shout out at him. Recognize.
Shout
you got friends, family who have people doing great things. You still want to recognize them. But no further ado, we're going to drop right into the NBA. And when I say that is, we keep it real here, and this is why I say this. You listen to all these shows based on one game, they go a full 180.
Yep.
They love you one day, they hate you the next day, they talking about you, they praise you. Now we just keep it 100. So you guys chime in as well. Hit us up, leave some messages.
Let's go.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Let's start with the Philly-Miami series.
Man.
We can go last game, but it's more or less the first three games. So the Philly's up 2-1.
2-1. First game, Philly came out and
set the tone.
Yeah, Ben Simmons was like, yo, first playoff game, I'm going out.
If you don't know me, you know me now.
I'm putting on the show.
Right.
Did work.
Right.
Second playoff game, D-Wade said, you must have forgot.
I got energy drinks too, baby.
It ain't going to be that easy, young
My girl
buck.
got me drinking some green slushy stuff, man. Let's get this in.
I know I'm the sixth man, but I can still get almost 30 on it.
Yeah.
So don't forget.
Right.
And he came out. Third game, Embiid came back. And that was the difference. Like, wow. Okay. And Whiteside has nothing for him at all. Whiteside's been in foul trouble the whole series.
Whiteside, once he got his contract, is pretty much said.
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, I got my money, dude.
He's lost his mind.
I'm good. Because usually if you don't play and you're a starter, and you got that money, you're complaining, you're running your mouth, I want in. Whiteside be sitting on the sideline.
He's sitting on the bench.
He's like, whatever, man, rolling his hair.
It'll say like,
whatever.
His stat line be like 4 points, 5 fouls,
2 minutes,
3 rebounds. It'd be the fourth quarter and play 12 minutes in the game.
And he don't seem to give a damn.
Not one bit. They got James Johnson trying to guard Embiid.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen.
Ever.
Embiid is such a rare talent in the sense of you don't find many true big men.
And he's a true big man.
Because Davis, Boogie, and Boogie plays underneath as well, but I think he has a higher skill set than Boogie Cousins. But he is a true big man where he can pound you in the post, and he has enough finesse game to take you outside and, pull it up in your face, jump hook, left hand, right hand through the legs, whatever. He's a complete big man, very skillful, and he's only going to get better because he's young.
And the defense he plays,
right?
It's not like he blocks a lot of shots, but man, he roams.
You got to shoot over a building. You got to shoot over a building, kid.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that him being 7 feet, Ben Simmons being 6'10", Dark being 6'10".
Right.
The kid that comes off the bench with Sylvanas.
Who are you talking about?
I think his name is Sylvanas. His first player off the bench, big man. He's 7 feet tall as well. So they got a big team.
Yeah, the guards aren't small either.
What scares me about them is, and I think they have a great opportunity here. Let's see what happens. Let's maximize this. Mm-hmm. J.J. Redick on defense. And then Covington with his matchup on defense. That's what scares me. Some great guard play is going to really balance out the game. Whoever's playing against them, and they're not really meeting that in the East.
I was about to say
they're not really meeting that in the East.
What are we talking about? Great guard play in the East. The
reason I think like this is for this reason. Let's say they get out of the East. They go against Paul and Harden with those two guards. All right? They're going against Curry and Thompson with those two guards. Right. And Redick has proven he can't check.
He can't guard.
He can't guard my producer. Say what's up. What's up, Lou?
Whatever.
He can't guard my producer.
Covington is not bad.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
He gives effort.
It's a different level.
Oh, yeah.
Because he is a good defensive player, gets some steals, but it's a different level when I'm checking Harden.
Of course it is.
Or I'm pulled out because I'm checking Thompson, which is going to take me, because one of his skill sets is the ability to play help defense and steals. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, with Thompson, if he's guarding Thompson, and again, we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
Right.
But that's how I think. The NBA playoffs are all about matchups, and it's been proven in these first 8 series. Some of these teams by record are better, but when you put them in a certain matchup, things get exposed.
But if that series does happen, and like you said,
way down the line,
they have the ingredients to beat. They have the ingredients to beat Golden State because you have no.
Because OKC can't match up with them on the inside. But again, this is way above.
Wait. We're not saying they're getting there either.
I'm looking at what are the shortfalls of Philly right now. And that is one of them. But let's deal with what's in front of us right now, which is Miami, and then the next one up.
I think they'll get Miami in 6 now. I think Miami's going to win this one. The next one coming up on was that Saturday.
Oh, they better win this one or it's over.
Right, and then they'll Philly will win the next 2. I think, and the only reason I think Miami's going to win this one, I think D Wade got one more game in.
Yeah, he got one more in him,
and then that's it.
Right.
And then that's it, because no one else is doing that work. I mean, Winslow had a great game, but you want him to shoot.
Yeah, but this is why I'm concerned here, because usually the first game home is the best game you're going to play when you return home off the road.
They could have won that game.
Right.
They could have won.
So, and Embiid didn't play the best game.
No, he didn't.
But it should be an interesting game.
That was his first game.
If they don't win, it's done in 5. But I'm impressed with Philly. I'm also impressed with Miami. Based on what they putting on the court.
They're gritty.
D-Wade, I love their defense. They play hard, which you want. And they spent a lot of money on Whiteside, and he just didn't materialize into what they thought he would be, and that's costing them right now.
Is he the next Dwight Howard?
Good point. Dwight Howard had some flashes. He had some flashes as well.
And then he got paid.
He had flashes on his contract year,
then,
which is, and you're a big man, so you're going to get paid.
Yeah.
So Washington, Toronto. Any surprises?
No, the series is over.
Yeah, man.
The series is over. It's nothing to really say. John Wall, you've played. I guess you played, but Bradley Beal, you've played.
Bill choking it up, 9 points. Bill hasn't shown up in big moments. Bill does not. He does not show up in big moments.
He's on the court.
He
played. It's just. Toronto has a deep team. They go 8-9 deep in the playoffs.
Yeah. They play good defense, good team ball. The ball is spread around so everybody has an opportunity. It's not just the Lowry and DeRozan show. So everybody has a chance to shine, which is good because that makes you respect. As a defensive team, as a team playing them, you have to respect all players.
Did you see the meme where John Wall walks up to Kyle Lowry, says, if you guys win, you got to play LeBron next. And Kyle Lowry's eyes is this big.
Damn.
Right.
Damn. We scared of LeBron.
And we'll talk about that later. But that's what's going to happen in Toronto. Like they just choke up when they see that.
It's called getting over the hump. And until they get over the hump, but I'm just saying, the hump is the player and the team, but it is really the player.
It's just the player.
But it's still the team, but it's the player. And
what?
They have not come up with a game plan. So their game plan could be easy, like Indiana and Golden State. Bron, get your 40. We're not going to double you. We're just not going to worry about these other knuckleheads.
Right. Which is the
problem with Toronto is they try to double him, and he just eats them up with passes, and everybody's got open shots. So that's just bad defense.
That's just horrible.
That's a terrible game plan.
That's horrible.
So watch Toronto. There's no surprises.
It's done.
John Wall can't hit a jump shot. Bill chokes in the fourth quarter. They have no inside presence to do it inside or out.
None.
So you don't get easy shots, and that hurts them a lot because everything with them is predicated on the pick and roll. Mm-hmm. And it's easy to play against a team who only plays pick and roll if they don't have an inside presence. At least with Houston, I'm lobbing it up and I'm kicking out the players who's going to hit knockdown shots. They don't have knockdown shooters.
They sure don't. And is Bradley Beal a scorer or a shooter?
He's a shooter to me. He's not a scorer. Because if he's a scorer, he needs some. He needs a little. He needs some space. Yeah. And he doesn't create well off the dribble. Oh, so he's a primary. He is a shooter who every now and then has moments of being a scorer when a team doesn't match up well against him.
Okay.
But when you play actual good defense. Nah, you don't have to worry about them.
All right.
Here's the one. New Orleans and Portland.
I am so disappointed.
America, did I not tell you that watch out for Rondo in this series?
You did say that. He said
Rondo balls in the playoffs.
He said
and he's good in the half court set and he has a big man.
But all of that set aside, Who's seen Drew Holiday comment like this? Who's seen it?
All you got to do is listen to the last show.
Who's seen it? Like, that dude has come out of, I don't want to say nowhere, because he's been a solid
He's
player.
a solid player.
But, man, he looks like, I'm first team all defense.
Oh, without a doubt. And
Is he, though?
And what happened with him is he has the opportunity. Okay, if I ask you for 2 guards or just guards in general, who are your first team all defenders? The name that's always going to come up, one is Clay, right?
At the 2, or you just
Well,
say
they're just going to say guards.
I would say Chris Paul.
Well, Chris Paul does not play defense like this guy does.
No, he's not as
Because
big,
the thing with
and
Chris
he's not
Paul
as
is he can
strong.
get in your way, he get the steals, and he's a
dog.
Yeah. I can send Drew shut him down.
Yeah, he's
There's a
bigger
difference
guy.
between getting in front of you, getting steals, and have the ability to stop you. Because what they do with Chris Paul, they shoot over the top.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6 foot.
Now, I'm not saying that he should be first team all defense.
No.
He's going to be on one. He's going to be on the first or second team.
He's definitely going to be on the second team for sure.
And everything is a game of matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Portland plays pick and roll ball and just shoot jump shots. That's their game.
But do you see him? Like, they can't even pick this dude.
Nah.
They can't even pick him. Like, this is one of the few times I'm like, man, this is one person that fights over the pick, or if he fights over the pick, you can't still beat him.
Right.
Because I've seen Lillard put a move on him last night and got by him, and he came back into the frame, and Lillard you could see it on his face like,
damn.
where the hell you came from?
Damn.
Like, I left you back here.
And New Orleans is playing that pick and roll. Whoever's hedging or showing, trap, get it out of his hands.
Yep.
And Lillard has not made any adjustment. He's lost 9 straight playoff games. I won't say he, but Portland has. And if you're the face of that,
swept twice.
if you're the face of that franchise, you got to do something.
Twice.
And he has not shown up since his first playoff series when they beat Houston. Ever since then,
to get to the second round, yeah.
he's being exposed. And it's not just him. I'm not saying he's not a good player.
What about McCollum? McCollum ain't showing up
Right.
either.
But it's also the coach and their offensive sets.
But if that's what you ran to be the 3rd seed in the West,
Don't matter.
he don't have the players to adjust. Aminu was getting off, and you're like, who cares about Aminu?
Okay.
Get him off.
So let me ask you this question. The teams that are really shining right now in the playoffs have ball movement.
right.
They're not
They don't.
There's no isolation.
Yeah, you don't.
All Portland is isolation
right,
and pick and roll.
So you know a team that hasn't had ball movement all year, they just going to get it now?
Right. No, they're not.
Right,
And
so-
that's their fault. They trying to, and remember I told you last week, I was talking about everybody's chasing these stats.
Right.
And they're not looking at the reality of the playoffs and how playoff ball is and what needs to happen with playoff ball.
True.
And hopefully the coach, Portland, will learn from this. Say, we just can't come out here and just jack up jump shots. We need some offense set. The ball has to move. Because if the ball doesn't move, and that's the same thing that happens with Cleveland. When the Cavs are not hitting outside shots, those players don't know how to do anything. They don't dribble because they have been taught stand at the 3-point line.
LeBron will get it to you.
LeBron to get it to you. And then we're not hitting, no ball movement. The defense doesn't have to move. They stay home and they can help out better.
I agree.
But
they about to get swept.
Be down 3-0.
They about to get swept.
Davis is balling out. Drew Holiday's balling out.
Marichick dropped 30 on
Dropped 30. Rondo's giving you 16, 13, and 9.
Rondo's controlling the whole game.
He's controlling the pace.
The whole game.
He's controlling the pace.
They're scary. They're a matchup problem for anybody.
It's not an easy matchup in the next round.
No.
It is not because who is Golden State going to put on Davis?
Nobody. I hope they put my man, what's his name? Who's the starting center now?
No, he won't start.
Whatever.
They'll probably try out Green.
I said
try out
barbecue chicken.
Like Shaq say,
barbecue chicken. That's it.
Barbecue chicken.
And then Rondo can control the pace again because Curry won't be there. It's not like Curry would stop him anyway, but still.
Well, it's not necessarily about stopping Rondo. Is he won't be able to dictate his pace, and he's not going to stop him from passing. He's that great of a passer. He's always been that way. He can feed the post. Rondo is exceptional at feeding the post.
Yeah.
And the one thing that he's being allowed to do is call plays. They would let him do it in Sacramento. They would let him do it in Chicago. That's what happened between him, Chicago, and Sacramento. They wouldn't let him call plays. Indiana was the same way. He's like, hey, high IQ, let me call plays on the court.
Right.
They're allowing him to do this.
Running the show.
He's running the show.
Now, whose matchup will be very interesting. I think we can predict this second round when they play against Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday and Klay Thompson.
It's going to be a great matchup.
It's going to be very interesting. Whoever wins that matchup, I think, wins the series.
And here's the sneaky thing about it. Klay is good at getting to spots,
Right.
getting through picks. But he's not necessarily good at keeping somebody from penetrating.
Right.
And Drew got that little shake and hesitation.
Right. He gives you the goods.
Whoa.
But man, it's hard to pick Drew Holiday. Man, it's like I don't know if he watches a lot of film or not, but he anticipates where the person's going to be at, and he gets to that spot. Boom.
Here's a sneaker. America, check this out. So when you're watching the game, the next game, which is tomorrow, what he does well that I don't think a lot of people pick up on, when you cross, he jumps to the hand that you're going to with the ball and gets up under you.
Right.
He doesn't allow you just to kind of cross over and change direction. Once you change direction either side, he comes into you close to the ball side that you switched over to, which makes you turn your body, put your back to him. You have to start all over again. He's very good at doing that.
He's good, man.
So with that being said, we talked about the possible next round matchup if everything stays the way it is. Golden State, San Antonio. Golden State's now up 3-0.
That's gonna be a sweep.
But in order to start with San Antonio, you got to give a shout out to Popovich's family. Lost his beautiful wife, 40 plus years of marriage.
Miss Aaron, 67 years old. Sudden illness. Mm-hmm. She's been fighting. So, the whole city is shaking up. And man, if you watched the game last night, them cats played hard.
They played hard. They wanted that win. They wanted that win for Pop.
They just couldn't hit a shot.
Yeah, they could.
I'm like, man, and they're open. Like, oh man, that's sad.
But that shows you how great of a coach Pop is.
Did you see?
I can ask a novice NBA fan who has no affiliations with San Antonio, name me 2 starters, 3 starters. Right. They wouldn't be able to. They would name Parker and Ginobili, who don't even start.
Right. But they know Pop.
Yeah. Pop is a hell of a coach. Getting that team to the playoffs in that position.
But he's not only a coach, what he does for the NBA. Like, when people found out, like, I don't know if you've seen the LeBron James interview after his game.
It hurt him.
Yeah, they were shocked. They told Kevin Durant at practice, he almost had to end the interview, like, because they love that dude. Yeah. Like, he's a great coach. He's a great person. That just shows you what type of man he is. So, condolences to his family. I hope he sits out the rest of this series or however long it goes.
Yeah, he probably will. It'll be only one game. So, go ahead and skip it for the funeral and take care of your family and everything.
And then, come back next year.
So, Klay and Durant, they're balling, having a good series. Yeah. Aldridge didn't show up the first game, but the last 2 games he's played well. He's played well. They just don't have the firepower.
They just don't. But what do you think if Kawhi was there?
Oh, that's a game changer, dude. That's a game changer. Period. He's one of the top 5 players in the league.
If Kawhi was there, would they be winning the series?
Without Curry.
Yeah.
If he was healthy,
they would have won last night.
Yeah, if he was healthy, they would probably be up 2-1 right now. They'd probably be up 2-1 if he was healthy. When I say healthy, meaning that he's not just going to show up for the playoff. He played some in the regular season in preparation for the playoffs. Without a doubt, they'd be up.
The Kawhi from last year, before he messed up his ankle or whatever he did in Golden State series, they would have.
They were up 19.
They would have gave him a problem last year.
I think they would be up 2-1 if Kawhi was healthy and playing.
But he's
based on Curry being hurt.
So they're about to get swept.
Yeah. So Bucks Celtics.
Eric Bledsoe, you better find out who Terry Rozier is. You better find out. Did you hear his interview?
I did. But that reminds me of something. I'm going to go back to the Portland-New Orleans series. I can tell you this right now. Damian Lillard, he won't celebrate another holiday in his life. He don't even want to hear holiday. Christmas, what? Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate holidays because he's getting the goods.
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
But go back to Bledsoe talking about he don't know who he is.
They said, well, how do you Terry Rozier, he's playing well. And you say, who? Terry Rozier. And I don't know who the F that is. Oh, you know who that is. He's that dude getting in your butt right now.
He's that dude busting your ass.
Busting him up. Now, according to Steven Jackson, who says, Eric Bledsoe is his homeboy, like a little brother to him, that means that Eric Bledsoe is going to give him the goods.
No, he's not.
I agree.
He can't shoot.
I agree.
Right, he can't shoot.
How about we do this? There's a guy on your bench.
Right.
His name is Malcolm. He was a rookie of the year last year.
Oh, Brogdon.
He plays great defense.
Yeah.
How about you just move this dude to the 2?
Or have him come off the bench.
Or have him come off the bench. And let
him set the tone defensively.
Right. But no, we got Eric Bledsoe, we're going to start him.
Everybody think about Eric Bledsoe.
Is Eric Bledsoe a top 10 guard?
No.
Then put him on the bench.
It's not a top 20 guard.
Okay. So what are we talking about? He's getting busted.
If I need to bust your ass for 3 games, and now you want to act like you want a ball and win the playoffs? Come on, man.
Stop it, man. Get out of there, Eric.
Remember I told you about Foosgo, everybody played the Phoenix Suns. It looked better than you are because you're playing an up and down offense.
Right.
There's a product of that environment right there. Now, it's not his fault. And this is the reason I say this. Eric Bledsoe is not a 2-point guard. He's too small to be a shooting guard. So he's the in-betweener. And he does play good defense. But his Achilles heel is he can't shoot from the outside. And when you're playing with a team with a bunch of guys other than Middleton who can't shoot from the outside, that is not the best situation to be.
They have no shooters.
No. No one can spread the court.
Probably the only team in the NBA that doesn't have at least one shooter. Even Phoenix has one shooter.
Yeah, I agree.
So
one of the best shooters. Booker.
Right. Yeah.
Minnesota, Houston. Any surprises there, America?
Thibodeau got to go.
Did I not tell you that when he got hired?
You did.
And you were like, no, he's defense. It's like, defense. Nah, man.
But they not even playing defense. They just taking that butt whooping and like, yo, whatever, man. I'm just happy to be here. That team should be so much better.
What made the Bulls good defensively when he was there, one was Noah. Noah has always been a great defensive presence in the paint. Mm-hmm. You had Jimmy Butler, who came in at that time, was all defense, wasn't thinking about offense.
And you also had the dude he has now. What's his name?
Rose?
Nope. Power forward.
Oh, you're talking about...
you know what I'm talking about now.
It's going to come to me, dude, and I apologize. I hate when I do this. But yes. And he was a good defensive player because he was a 6th man or 7th man coming off the bench. So he had components for defense. So it's kind of like Foosgo, and his specialty is defense, but it doesn't show. What Minnesota does defensively, or the way they play as a team defensively, is hot ass garbage.
He added the 3-letter word in between.
Hot ass garbage. Not only that, we know he's a defensive coach, and we know that he doesn't have a great offensive mind.
Nope.
So you take a subpar offensive scheme plan and you take a team who is not being coached well defensively, that is hot ass garbage.
Look, man, and to carry on with the Gibson. Gibson, Taj Gibson. He got the Chicago job because of what he did in Boston.
Right.
KG was the defensive player of the year. Right. Rondo was a great defensive point guard.
Pierce played defense.
Pierce played great help defense.
Perkins plays good defense.
Look at the players he had.
Right.
Now you would think he could maybe instill some of that in the big cat.
He's not having it.
Can I tell you, he's probably the laziest big man I've seen in a long time. His game is just lazy.
Shooting fadeaways and
fadeaways, like
who shoots a fadeaway jump shot at 7'8"? You're not Akeem. You don't have low post moves. You can't punch people in the chest.
If you think about it, for as big
he just got exposed.
Yeah, for as big as he is, he's soft, man. He's definitely no Joel Embiid. Embiid is like, yo, I'm gonna put my shoulder in you.
I don't have a problem with him not being a very physical big man because he is more of a finesse big man.
You're 7'1", bro.
I'm more concerned.
Hakeem was finesse too, but he gave you the shoulder every once in a while.
Hakeem was known for defense first. Even when he played at the University of Houston, he became an offensive player. Yeah. The thing with Towns is I have a problem with him being finesse because he has players on the bench who could be a little more physical that comes off the bench. I have a problem with him not putting him in sets where he can score and get easy buckets. Because a lot of times with players like this, if you get easy buckets, you play better defensively. And he's one of those players, if I'm going well offensively, I'm more engaged defensively. He's not the opposite.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any guard that can feed the post, so then like he can play in the post.
There you go. And we know T is not a point guard.
So, Jimmy Butler is not really a guard. He could probably feed the post, but, hell, he's in the post sometimes.
Wiggins, Need Wiggins sighting. Where you at, man?
Wiggins. What? Where'd he go? He's gone. Yo, and to be fair, this is their first time in the playoffs in a long time. So this is their first exposure.
He's been absent throughout the season too, though.
Hey, man, you know what? I was trying to be fair, man.
And when I say this, if you... I sent
Chauncey, what up? He said Towns is Charmin.
I sent Fizdale to Minnesota.
Oh, man, that's a different team.
Exactly. So when I say Wiggins and Towns,
and Teague
there
is out.
Talent. Is he getting the most out of that talent?
No.
So they're doing what they're allowed to do, which is absolutely jack nothing defensively. Offensive set it's like OKC, just stand around. Oh, you got the ball, we stand around, we're going to watch.
You know what is disappointing to me? And I know I grew up in the late 80s and the early 90s, different type of basketball. I hate when big men get pushed out the block.
Oh, yeah, he was just...
I hate when that happens.
He started on the block, ended up at the free throw line.
You the biggest dude on the court, man. Like, you the biggest dude on the court.
He started on the block and was catching at the free throw line.
Shooting threes. Like, shoot it if you open. I get it these days. Shoot it if you open, but goodness gracious.
Jazz Thunder.
What a great series is that going to be? Yo, I
told you it's probably going to be the best series.
Yo, I'm going to admit right now, I'm on the Donovan Mitchell bandwagon.
Oh, without a doubt.
The dude should be co-rookie of the year. I love what Simmons has did, but when Utah let those players go, and they brung in, Jay Crowder and some other dudes, and I was like, man, they let Rodney Hood go.
They'd be lucky to get 30 wins.
Right. This kid has led them to possibly the second round of the playoffs and a fifth seed in the hardest conference.
Yeah.
He plays super hard.
Plays the game the right way.
He gives his max effort on offense and defense.
And it's infectious.
And I'll tell you what, Quinn Snyder, kudos to you,
Quinn Snyder,
kudos
we talked about last week.
Right.
Definitely a candidate for Coach of the Year. You got to look at this guy. He's doing a fabulous job with Utah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the other side of the ball. Remember I talked to you guys before the playoffs started, last week, couple weeks prior. OKC, man, there is no structure. There's no system. It's my turn, your turn. You're not winning a title playing ball that way.
That's another team. They're like Minnesota. They should be way better than what they are. They should not be a 4 seed.
No.
They should be the 2 or 3 seed.
They should have fired Donovan as soon as they picked up George and Carmelo. Donovan should have had a plane ticket to his destination of choice. And I don't give a damn where you want to go, but you're getting up out of here.
Yo, Chauncey said, don't send Tisdale to that no man's land, which is Minnesota. Yeah, but he can change it, though, man.
You got young players under contract for another 3 years or so.
He can change the attitude. But back to OKC.
And players will follow Tisdale.
They like him. They like
players
him.
will follow Tisdale.
Russell Westbrook will win you a game and lose you the game at the same time.
In the same game and within 3 minutes.
Like, he will shoot you back in the game. And will shoot you right out of the same game.
In 3 minute span, no doubt about it.
So, look, as great as he is and as hard as he plays, he has the easiest matchup on the court. He should be cooking Rubio. Right. And there's no way Rubio should be hitting 5 out of 8 threes.
But they play great team defense. Because once you get Rubio, I got a 7'9" dude standing there.
You feed him to the post. Right. Then kick it to whatever, Steve Adams. Kick it to Carmelo. Make the play.
Make the play. But this is what's difficult, same as Portland. It's a soft pick and roll in my mind, or it's a one-on-one break you down.
Yeah. They got 3
just think of this.
Players.
If they played a system, what would Popovich do? Where would Cleveland and OKC be if Popovich was their coach? Because people always say, well, Cleveland don't have players and OKC this. If Popovich was the Cavs coach, you wouldn't have no issues with the role players because it'd be ball movement, the best shot.
Yo, what my man said in Hoosiers, we pass the ball 5 times, then we shoot it.
Right.
Everybody get a touch. Touch it. You feel it? Pass it. You right. That's what it would be like. But it's not going to be that way because.
Do you want win? Do you want stats? You want to win it? You want an opportunity to win? You have stats. Duncan could have averaged 30 to 35 easily in the NBA because no one could touch him at the power forward.
At all.
Okay?
They had him.
But he knew 18, 20, feed, play the system, great defense, team player and all that. That contributes to having a culture of winning. It's too much one-on-one ball in OKC. And it was, to me, it was a test. You have an opportunity to get Paul George to re-sign.
Right.
Why would Paul George re-sign with all that chaos?
He wouldn't.
Sorry-ass coach, ball hawk, no system. We don't play good team defense. We damn sure don't play good team offense. It is what it is. And if he resigns there, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
No, he's not an idiot. Again, we keep it real, talking smack.
No,
he's not an idiot, but he can get more money there. But why stay there?
He's not smart. Like,
it wouldn't be a good move.
Look, man. You went from Indianapolis, Indiana, to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Right.
And you are a big time player. Carry your butt to LA or somewhere
where
else.
You want to be
where
anyway.
You want to be. Like stop.
Cavs Pacers.
They better win tonight.
Okay. Now, you were telling me, he's like, man, Cavs sweep. I said, dog.
No, I said a gentleman's sweep.
A gentleman's sweep.
4-1.
I said, dog, this Pacers team is better than you think.
You did say that.
And they match up well against the Cavs. And it's all about matchups to me.
Look, man, let's just say this. Nate McMillan is out coaching Ty Lue.
You out-coached Ty Lue. I mean, not Ty, but Ty Lue. Ty?
Yeah, I call him Ty Lue. His name Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, Ty. Yeah. I think I said Ty. You out-coached Ty Lue from your sofa every game.
I do.
He is not. Look, I don't give a damn what you think or say. Ty Lue is not a good coach. He got the job because he's cool with LeBron.
He inherited.
Keep it 100.
He inherited a heck of a team.
Keep it 100.
Yo, Chauncey said it don't matter. Paul George is a Robin, not a Batman.
I agree.
He is man, but Robin saved Batman a couple times, bro. Like, let's just be real. Like, he's not a Batman. He can't lead your team.
Right.
But man, he's a heck of a second option.
But that's okay. Pippen was one of the best Robins ever.
He is the best Robin.
Okay. And he had the ability. Hey, if you're not doing what you need to do, I can pick it up.
Right.
But I don't want to lean on Scottie Pippen to be my alpha.
You right.
I don't want to lean on Paul George to be my alpha. There is nothing wrong with being the second best player.
No.
Sometimes the second best player is just under the first.
Scottie Pippen, James Worthy, they in the Hall of Fame. You think they can't count? Looking at their rings, counting that? Well, I wouldn't have Batman.
It's all right. It's all right.
Pacers. Chauncey says Pacers are taking it. If they win tonight,
I picked the Pacers anyway. I told you that.
If they win tonight, they'll win it.
Yeah, this is a critical game for the Pacers tonight.
Right.
I mean, they were in the game, and Oladipo didn't play but, 6 minutes?
Bro, it seemed like he was out the whole game. It seemed like...
The one mistake the Pacers made is they should have put Bogdanovich on LeBron early.
Yeah.
Because he does move well, and with his weight, LeBron can't run
him over.
Right.
Yeah.
But Thaddeus, it was just like, man, really? Thaddeus, young?
Cooking him. Barbecue
just
chicken.
Just him in his chest. He's flying back 8 feet.
Yo, and the thing is, you knew LeBron was going to come out of
this. Give him his 40.
And
give it to him.
The dude had 20 in the first quarter. I was like, yo, he's on track to get 80.
Right.
He's going to get 80. And then all of a sudden, he shrank back down like, yo, let me get everybody else in the game.
It was a little of that.
He was trying to get everybody else to feel.
If you notice, 8 minutes into the quarter, right before the first quarter ended, he was slumped over.
He was tired.
He was tired.
Yo, can I say this? This is why you can't be compared to Jordan. This is why.
No, we're not. Okay.
I just want to say this one thing.
All right.
If Jordan gave you 20 in the first quarter, he's getting 80 because he's not slowing down. He's cooking you for the rest of the game. And the only reason he wouldn't get 80 is because he would get pulled out.
I don't want LeBron to get 80.
I understand that.
No, yeah. And, he says, all right, I'm putting you on my back. Now I need your help. They got so used to standing around for 15 minutes, they didn't know what to do.
Look.
Light's too big.
So can you do something else? Like, can you get 15 and 5 assists instead of just shooting? He shot the first 10 shots.
set the tone. Set the tone, and I have a problem with that. They failed him. But again,
they failed him?
When I say they failed him is he didn't get any additional scoring help, but I keep going back to the same thing. When you don't have a system in offense and it runs through one particular person and I stand around the three-point line and I'm missing jump shots, you haven't allowed me to dribble all year. Yeah. Now you want me to dribble and create.
Yeah.
Free-flowing offense, LeBron's going to be a beast no matter what offense. But just think how better they would be if they had a systematic offense where there was ball movement, player movement.
I'm a LeBron James fan. I love LeBron James. But check it. I was watching Chris Broussard. Chris Broussard is from Cleveland. Huge LeBron James fan. And he said something on the herd yesterday. He said, if LeBron James would pick a position and play that position, he'd be the greatest at that position.
Yes.
But you want to be the point guard, the power forward, the small forward, the center, in which you can do all well. But you not all of that.
They don't need that.
Right. Jordan, what made Jordan great? He was a two guard. I'm the shooting guard. I'm going to shoot the ball. What made Kobe great? I'm a two guard. I'm going to shoot the ball. I play my position. And on that, you follow me. I'm the big dog.
Well, he's going to get 9-10 assists because he won't allow a point guard to play with him. Right. So it was so interesting when but Kyrie's not a true point guard anyway.
He's not a true passing point. He's a scoring point guard.
What if you brought somebody who can actually pass the ball and made his game easier?
What if everybody's talking about him going to Philly, right? That's a big thing now. He might go to Philly. If you take the ball out of Ben Simmons' hands, you ruining that kid's career.
Right.
So you can't do that. LeBron, you're going to have to play small forward. You go to Philly, you're going to have to play small forward. If not, you got to go somewhere else. Because you can't take the ball out of that kid's hands.
Let's move on because, as always, I got 15 minutes. I got to get back to work. I'm like, okay, it's going to take me 5 minutes to drive there. Okay, all right. So let's pop over to the NFL right quick. Mm-hmm. So you got the whole Brady, Gronk discussion. Gronk wants more money. Brady wants more money more than likely.
And they should get more money. Is that
not surprising? Is it not surprising?
No, he's the best quarterback in the league, supposedly.
Brady's taking the pay cuts. And people saying, well, Brady's taking a pay cut and all that. He's getting the signing bonuses. So he's getting money. His per year may not look great, but he's getting those big signing bonuses every time he restructures. But he still should get more money.
Tom Brady ain't broke.
No. But Gronk, I endorse Gronk 100%. For him to be the prototype pass catcher in the NFL in terms of you got to deal with this guy and he's only making what, $7 million? $8 million?
He ain't making enough.
He's not making enough. So I get him. Amendola came out and said, hey man, I don't know why Butler didn't play.
We all don't.
Everybody who has left them, who's got the mic in their mouth and saying, look, man, we don't know. They haven't disrespected Belichick. Just say, hey, we don't know.
Even Brady said it like, hell, I don't know. I don't know.
Dez gets released by the Cowboys.
Good on you, Cowboys.
They talking about him going to the Giants. I don't know where he's going. We'll see. But
Houston, please go to Houston. Go to Houston.
It'd be nice for him to have a 1-2 punch over in Houston. Yeah. And then Fuller in the slot. Woo! Woo! Now we talking right now, baby. And Watson coming back. Woo!
That could be pretty good. That could be pretty good.
James Harrison retires. Will he make the Hall of Fame?
Not on the first ballot.
No, he won't make the first ballot.
It'll take like 6-7 times for him to be on the ballot.
I think he'll get there.
He'll get there.
Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl winner, 84.5 sacks.
That's why he won't get there.
Because he didn't get the 100.
84.
Well, the 100 is the automatic.
100, first ballot.
First ballot. That's the automatic. That's the automatic.
So,
all right. So to close out the show, my boy Freddie Giddens. Works at Luke Air Force Base. His nephew, Chris Hubbard. Offensive tackle, right tackle, basically offensive line.
Right
he
guard,
played every position off offensive line.
Left guard.
He was playing with the Steelers. He was more or less, he wasn't a starter. He became a starter last year, utility guy because of injuries. Signed a $34 million contract with the Browns, $18 million guaranteed. So I definitely want to give a man a shout out, not because of the money. And that's a great thing. That's great stability for the family. Just because we know we work with his uncle. Yep. He's balling out. He played with the Carver Tigers in Columbus, Georgia.
Shout out to Georgia.
Played college ball at UAB.
Yeah, okay. UAB went undrafted in 2013.
Yeah.
Made a heck of a life. No, he's 26
Undrafted.
26 years old.
Role player on the line.
Getting his shot.
Was able to start, I think, 8 or 9 games last year. Showed everybody he can get it done.
Getting his shot now.
He's getting his money. He's doing the right things. From my understanding, great head on the shoulders. If you know anything about Freddie Giddens, my man, great family structure, and they really focus on making sure that their children are grounded and have opportunity. Because his son graduated from
Columbia.
Cornell.
Cornell.
And the other one's an ASU twin. So, hey, much love to you, dude. Wanted to give you that shout out because your family to us. Shout out again to Chris Hubbard, man. Way to do what you do, man.
For sure.
So with that being said, as always, hit us up at the Play Store, iTunes. You can download our podcast. And as always, we thank you for being with us. Peace.